Today, the winds will be coming in around 10 to maybe as high as 20 miles an hour, but we'll start to see some improvement, especially by around midday as the clouds start to break up, and this afternoon we'll have mostly sunny skies. So that'll help bump the temperatures up through the 40s, 50s, and into the 60s for highs today, which is still going to be around 10 to 15 degrees cooler than where we were yesterday afternoon, but not all that bad, still near the normal mark for this time of year. This week, though, we are going to see a bit of a difference from what we had last week, especially when you take into account really the last 7 days and the last 2 days of the 84-degree temperature we had Sunday and then 79 degrees yesterday in Cedar Rapids. The average high temperature has been around 71 degrees the last 7 days, and that's been above normal. This week, we're going to be a bit closer to normal and maybe slightly below normal with an average high temperature of around 64, 65 degrees. That's around a 7-degree difference cooler than the last 7 days, but still not all that bad. What's going on is high pressure is moving in. And anytime we have showers and thunderstorms, systems move through, and typically we start to get some cooler air. So that's what's happening. High pressure is going to reinforce that cool air through the day. So it'll help clear the skies, but it'll keep the winds coming in out of the north. Eventually those winds will quiet down tonight, and we'll be quiet through the rest of the work week in terms of precipitation. You do see some behind me, though, and it is a cold front that's going to be coming through on Thursday, and it does have a little bit of rain associated with it on our model here, but it's really lacking in the moisture department. So I'm thinking mostly we're just going to have some clouds that come on through as the front comes by on Thursday. Out ahead of it, though, temperatures get bumped up to near 70 degrees Wednesday and Thursday. The front comes on by, a lot of that rain breaks up. Can't rule out a brief shower around on Thursday, but keeping chances pretty low. Then cooler air starts to move behind that system on Thursday, so we get knocked back into Friday, and we stay dry on Friday, but then on Saturday, temperatures get knocked back again because we have another storm system that's going to come in, and this storm is going to stay to our south. So the actual area of low pressure stays near into the south of the state, and what that does is it's going to pull in air from the north and east, and we get that flow off of the Great Lakes. That's going to lead to some cooler air for the start of the weekend. That, coupled with clouds and rain, will really knock our temperatures back, and we'll even be a little bit below normal as we go into the weekend. But for today, we're going to be in the 60s, a little breezy. The clouds break up. More sunshine Wednesday, Thursday, temperatures near 70 degrees. Then we'll be in the 60s Friday. We are down into the 50s to near 60 degrees for the weekend, and we'll have the chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms on Saturday, and we'll have another chance for some rain on Monday. We do have another switcheroo that's going to be happening here, going from the chilly wintry weather that we've seen over the last few days to some spring warmth, but it also will come with thunderstorms and the possibility of some strong storms at that. For yesterday morning, we were down at 19 degrees. We had the little bonus of setting a record with that 19-degree low, but in a couple days from now, we will forget all about that because we'll be living it up in the 70s, but that warmth will come with some thunderstorms in the area and a concern that we could be dealing with severe weather as well. For today, we do have rain on the way, but it's going to be more garden variety showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm in there. The clouds are already in overhead, and we have a few showers starting to pop up to our south and west, but it's going to be a couple of hours before that becomes really widespread in the area. Now, temperatures are starting off warmer as a result of the storm system coming in. Compared to yesterday, we're up by 16 to 28 degrees. I mean, quite the swing, and that has us in the 40s to around 50 degrees, 43 to Cora, 45 Cedar Rapids, 47 in Iowa City. However, we are not going to be able to build off this warmth. We are going to be held back because of the clouds and the rain today. Winds are coming in out of the south, which of course has been aiding in those milder temperatures this morning, but it's going to become more of a nuisance as the day goes on. Winds will be gusting around 20-30 miles per hour. That's going to make things feel a bit cooler out there, especially as the rain's coming down. We're going to be held to the 40s to around 50 degrees for highs today, so pretty similar to yesterday. Then add in the wind and the rain, and that makes for a pretty ugly, unpleasant day. As we go through about 9, 10 o'clock this morning, we'll start to see some more showers in the area, becoming more widespread by 11 o'clock to noon. We will have the possibility of some pockets of heavier rain. Could be an isolated thunderstorm kind of tossed in there as well, but I think more so it's just going to be the showers around. And then as we head into tonight, we will have the rain winding down from west to east. Could be a little bit of fog that forms as we head into Thursday morning, but then we'll have the sunshine tomorrow, and we will have some warmer air there as well that starts to build in. And tomorrow's probably going to be the best day of the week, even though we will have some dry time that does come during the weekend too with some of this spring warmth. But it comes with this spring storm system. We have a strong area of low pressure that's going to be developing and lifting north. A warm front comes in Thursday night into Friday, triggering our first round of thunderstorms. We may have some additional storms Friday afternoon. And then we'll be watching as we head into Saturday afternoon through Sunday morning for some additional storms as the cold front itself moves through the area. And that's when we'll have our higher chances for thunderstorms as well as severe weather. There is the possibility on Friday we do see an isolated strong storm or two, but the greater chances are off to the west where that slight 2 out of 5 is on the scale. On Saturday, that risk shifts to the east. The Storm Prediction Center monitoring our area on day 4 here for the possibility of strong storms. And we still have some time to work out those details on timing and intensity. And we'll, of course, continue to update you on that. But if you are going to be out and about this weekend, make sure you have ways to get warning and keep posted with us on Friday and Saturday. We are going to have the rain around for today. Going to be cool. We pop it up tomorrow through the weekend, but it comes with those showers and storms. We dry out and start to cool down as we head into. We do have the heat getting cranked on up here as we head through the end of the week, and we have some signs of some more moisture coming in with a few showers and storms that were trying to roll through the area, and some of them did just between Decorah and Waukon this morning. Now they're off to the east, and we are into the clear skies and the sunshine. We do have a nice refreshing start to the day across most of the area with temperatures in the mid 60s. The humidity is still down in the low 60s, but will be creeping up as the day goes on. So it is going to feel stickier than yesterday, and just straight up the temperatures are going to be higher. We are going to be climbing through the 70s and 80s and into the low 90s for highs today, and it's going to be the hottest day we've had in 2 weeks just based on the temperatures themselves. The humidity does go up there, not going to lead to a huge heat index factor, thankfully, but it is certainly going to be feeling hot. So the temperatures will be in the low 90s for today. Upper 80s for tomorrow with some more clouds and some showers and storms potentially around in the morning. And then we take off on Saturday into the low to mid 90s, getting even hotter. And that is the day we're most concerned about the heat as well as the potential for strong thunderstorms. In terms of the heat index over the next 2 days, we're talking mid 90s, maybe some upper 90s on Friday, depending on how fast clouds clear out. But it's really going to be Saturday, of course, with temperatures that hot. Won't take much to get some triple digit heat. And we are going to then have the instability growing in the atmosphere, and we have a strong cold front that's going to be approaching that's really going to be pulling in all that warmth and moisture. So for today, there is a weak cold front that's going to pass on by. High pressure briefly moves in overhead tonight. We'll start with clear skies, and it will be a pleasant evening, but then as we go into tomorrow morning, clouds move in and some showers and thunderstorms are going to be possible around 5 or 6 in the morning, and depending on how fast that clears up will kind of determine our temperatures for the day, but we likely will get close to 90 degrees once again. We then will have the possibility of a few storms Friday evening, but the higher chances really start to come in late Saturday. Winds are going to be surging out of the south, pulling in that warmth and moisture, and then showers and thunderstorms start to develop in the evening hours of Saturday, and these storms will likely be strong. There's just a question of how long do they stay strong, how much do they hold together as they push down to the south on Saturday night. There's certainly some concern there, though, that these storms could be strong to severe. The Storm Prediction Center already highlighting portions of northeast Iowa and into Wisconsin and Minnesota with a 3 out of 5 on the scale, and enhanced risk of severe weather. Strong winds would be the primary threat here, and that could possibly be an issue too toward Highway 20 and Highway 30 as we head into Saturday night. So Jones County Fair, any other outdoor events happening Saturday evening, you'll want to pay attention to this. So we are going to have the upper 80s to low 90s as we head through the end of the week. Low to mid 90s for Saturday with high heat index values. Storms likely Saturday night into early Sunday, and then the heat backs off a little early next week. And we have some great weather for high school football tonight and any other plans you may have outdoors. Some changes are happening, though, as we head into the weekend, and that does not just include dew points going up, though. It is going to be feeling pretty nice today with dew points on the lower side. We start to see them creep up, and we go into that oh, it's gross range, and that also means, oh, it's gonna rain because we have a cold front that's going to be coming in, pulling in some more warmth and moisture and leading to some showers and thunderstorms. So let's talk about how we get there. We have right now high pressure in place, and with some clear skies through the night and some moisture that's still around, we have some fog that's developed in a couple of spots, and it's patchy and somewhat dense in some areas, and particularly seeing it kind of in the western part of the area. Also hearing along Highway 30, there are some spots where it's a little dense at times. So just give yourself some extra time, and especially take that extra care with the school buses out and about and students that are going to be out as well. We have temperatures down though by around 5 to 15 degrees compared to yesterday morning, behind the cold front that came through yesterday morning, and that has allowed for us to drop on down into the 50s to around 60 degrees. Still some warmth hanging on in the southeast, but everyone's going to be getting into it here. Dew points are down as well, and that is a significant change, leading to it feeling a lot nicer, and that's why we have that refreshing feeling out there with dew points in the 50s to around 60 degrees. And they'll stay there through the day today, and temperatures are going to rise to around 80 degrees, so it'll feel warm under the sunshine today, and then tonight we will drop on down through the 60s, and it should be feeling pretty pleasant out there for those high school football games or whatever you may be doing tonight. So we have Jefferson and Washington playing just one of the list of games that our crews will be out to, and we'll have some passing clouds, especially as the night goes on. Temperatures going to be dropping down through the 70s and into the 60s, and it should be feeling pretty comfortable, especially after the sun sets. And the good news is it's going to be dry and the winds are going to be calm. We will have some changes though as we head into tomorrow, and we'll have winds starting to pick back up out of the south, clouds build in, and there will be the chance for some showers and thunderstorms in the morning. There's still a question of where exactly this does set up and how much there'll be in the morning, because we are going to have to work that moisture on in, but there's a chance, especially near and north of Highway 20, for some showers and storms. We'll have some dry time in the afternoon, and then rain chances will really be at their highest in the overnight hours. But predictor here has been trying to toss some rain out earlier in the evening, which of course would have some implications on any events going on. This more so though would be scattered, so it's likely not going to ruin anything, but just would want to make you aware there could be some rain around in the evening hours. The higher chance is likely toward midnight or later, as showers and thunderstorms come on through, continuing into Sunday morning, and we'll have some scattered stuff between Sunday rather and Monday. Market after dark though coming back to downtown Cedar Rapids, and we could have some showers and storms perhaps in the area toward the middle and end of the event. Otherwise, just bring some rain gear with you. Temperatures are going to be falling through the 70s, so you definitely want to dress for some warmer weather too. Good news about this rain though is that it likely mostly sets up in our southwestern counties, which actually needs the rain the most. That's where the dry and drought conditions currently are. So we are going to have some showers and storms around during the day tomorrow, more so at night into Sunday and Monday. Warmth and mugginess will be up over the weekend, and then we'll have some more pleasant conditions as we head toward the start of September. Right now we do have a warmer start to the day because of a cold front that's going to be coming on in as we head into tonight. So we have another warm day on tap too. Temperatures this morning starting off around 10-20 degrees higher than where we were at this time yesterday, and so you might be able to leave the jacket at home, or maybe just need something lighter, as temperatures are starting off in the 50s. 50 Decorah and Olwine, 53 in Dubuque and Cedar Rapids, 55 down in Washington. And as we head through the day today, we are going to be warming back up into the 70s and above normal. It just may be a little different depending on where you are, and that has to do with the cold front first and foremost, which is off to our north and west. Winds are picking up out of the south as a result. We also have this batch of rain that is down to our south that's going to be coming in and leading to some clouds and showers in the southeastern corner of the area. So that will have an impact on the temperatures there. But generally, we're going to be getting into the mid 70s for highs today. It is going to be another comfortable afternoon with sunshine to start and then clouds building in, especially this evening as this cold front approaches. For the start of the day, we will have that chance for a couple of showers, especially around kind of midday, and that would be mostly in the south and east, and that's also where some clouds could take over the skies for quite some time. As we go into then tonight, we'll start off dry this evening. Winds continue to pick up out of the south, so it gets a bit breezy, and then we'll have the chance for showers and maybe even a few thunderstorms to come on by, and that would be mainly after midnight from northwest to southeast. There could be a thunderstorm or two somewhere in the region that gets strong and could produce some gusty winds and hail. There's still some question marks about this, and predictor here is trying to show a lot more thunderstorm activity into Illinois there, which just may be the case. But for us, we just have some scattered activities and some showers that will then linger into Wednesday morning, though this is once again looking to be on the light side and likely not going to be a terribly beneficial rain for us, but something's better than nothing. Now, we are going to have the winds picking up too today and gusting out of the south around 30 miles per hour this evening, backing off a little bit Wednesday, picking back up on Thursday out of the northwest, and then our winds stay up there as we head through the weekend, and we're going to have some colder air that is filing in as well. So we have this still mild air around for today, but as we go into tomorrow, we'll start to see the temperatures come on down, and that's with the storm system that comes in. And we actually end up with another storm system kind of breaking off of this big trough, this big area of low pressure that will then send down a batch of even colder air as we head into early next week, and will likely hold our temperatures back significantly as we head into next week as we get caught under this troughiness and in that northwesterly flow. We also see some pretty dry weather too, but below normal temperatures looking very likely for a lot of the eastern United States as we head through next week, which could hold our temperatures back quite a bit. And you'll see that here in your 7-day forecast. We'll be in the 70s today, 60s tomorrow with rain mostly late tonight into early tomorrow morning, in the 50s to finish the week. And then we will be around 60 degrees for the weekend, but we may be stuck in the 40s for a couple of days as we head through next week.